RRB Clerks Prelims, model test number 34. Let's see the first question. 8 persons PQRST U and V and W are born in the year 4 different months. Those are March, April, May and June in 2 different dates. How many months? 4 months. March, April, May, June. And what are the dates? 9 and 18. So there are only 4 persons born between W and R who is born on an odd number date. How many persons between W and R? 4%, and R is born on odd number date. So odd number date is nothing but 9. There are 4 between W and R. I'm not sure about the position of R. We'll come back to this later. Next, W was born after R. So this is R. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is W. Or this is R. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can take W in the last. How many possibilities? 2 possibilities. Next, there are only 2 persons born between P and S. P was born in the month having even number of days. P was born in the month having even number of days and day. Maybe it is April or maybe it is June. So P is born either in April or in June. But how many persons in between them? Amma? So we are not sure kada. Ever 2 persons ever majlo P and S. Next line. There are only 2 persons born between P and R. 2 persons born between P and R. The number of persons born before V is same as the number of persons born after W. W is third from last, V should be third from first. W is in the last, V should be in the first. Next line. There are only 1 person born between P and U who was born in on even number date. Only 1 person between P and U anukunnam. Ma, chudandi. 1 person between P and U. P is born either in June or in, come on, April kada. First case lo April not at all a possibility. So it should be June. If it is June, this is the only where you have to go for P because this is U. But there is a problem with P and S. So first case, I will not get my answer. Understood? Second, if I put P here, will I get the answer? మాట్లాడాలి పక్కా ఎస్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే యూ వాస్ బోర్న్ ఇన్ ద ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ డేట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ యూ. 2 persons between P and S. Who is left out here? 1 person who is left out. Who is he? Which among the following persons are born in May month? Who was born in May month? Q and T. Who among the following persons born on June 9th? Who is born on June 9th? Amma, yes. 4 of the following 5 are alike. Maybe it's on even and odd dates to them. S is born on 9th, Q on 9th, V on 9th, U on 18th and R on 9th. So which option is my answer? U. U is which option? 4th option. If all the people are arranged in alphabetical order from top to bottom, how many persons remain unchanged? Alphabetical order from first to last, top to bottom పొరపాటున ప్రింట్ పడింది. సో PQRST UVW కదా, చెప్పండమ్మా. PQRST UVW. How many remain in the same place? 2 people remain in the same place. This is question number 6. How many persons? 6 persons A, B, C, D, F are of different heights. What's the total strength? 6. B is taller than E and shorter than C. D is taller than only 2 persons. D is taller than only 2 persons. Next, F is shorter than E. F is shorter than E. B is shorter than A. B is shorter than A. A who is not the tallest. A who is not the tallest. This is not A. Then A has only one possibility. This has to be A, because after A there is B, and after B there are two other persons. So after A there has to be three people. This is the only possibility that I get, and this is C. Clear? How many persons are taller than B? How many persons are taller than B? Two persons. Who among the following person is the second tallest? Who is the second tallest? Ma? Who among the following person is just taller than E? Who is just taller than E? T. 8 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W are sitting in a linear row. All of them are facing north, but not necessarily in the same order. How many persons? 8 persons sitting in a linear row. And they are sitting in a straight line. R sits third to the right of V. R sits third to the right of V. V who sits second to the right of T. V who sits second to the right of T, and T is second to the left of V. Ante kada? Next one. How many places did I cover here? 6. I am looking forward for another 2. R does not sit at any ends. I got 7 places covered, and we are looking forward for only 1 place. Next, there are only 2 persons sitting between W and P. P who sits to the immediate right of P. 2 people between W and P. There is only one possibility. Next line. The number of persons sitting between Q and S is same as S and Q. Q sits second to the left of P. This is Q. The number of persons sitting between Q and S should be equals to S and U. I can say that this S is exactly between Q and U. So can I take S here? And pakka this has to be, there is no other possibility other than this. The number of persons sitting between P and T is same between P and T. How many persons? 2 persons. It's same between P and R. Who among the following sits third to the left of U? Third to the left of U is S. 4 out of the following 5 are alike in a certain way. Q and P. What's the gap between Q and P? 1. S and W? 1. P and S also 1. T and B, there is a gap of 1 person. P and S are immediate neighbors. Whereas for all other options, there is a gap of 1 person. Which of the following statements is true? S sits second to the right of P. Yes. R and S are immediate neighbors. True. Q sits second to the left of W. Is it true? No. Your answer should be only 1 and 2. Option number 4. Seven persons P, Q, R, S, T, V sitting around a circular table facing away from center with equal distance between them, but not necessarily in the same order. But these people are facing away from center. Okay now? How many persons? 7 persons. Away from center. Be careful. Everybody is away. What's happening here? Please read the first point. T sits second to the right of R. T sits second to the right of R. If this is R, second right, this is T. Next. T sits second to the right of R. S is an immediate neighbor of P. Only 2 persons sits between T and P. Only 2 people are sitting between T and P. How many possibilities do I have? I have 2 possibilities. Maybe this is P. Ante kada? What is the other possibility? I can go for P here. If that is P, pakka this is S. Because he said, P and S are immediate neighbors. Ante kada? Chudam. If I don't get the answer, I still have a possibility. What's the next line? Only 1 person sits between Q and V. V who is not an immediate neighbor of T. V who is not an immediate neighbor of T, and this has to be V. Then only 1 person is sitting between V and Q. Am I getting the answer? No. This is P. Okay now? Where should I go for S? If I go for S here, I have a problem. P to problem. If I put B here, there is no place for Q. Avuna kada? So pakka this is S. One person between V and Q. V is not an immediate neighbor of P. This is where you have to go for Q. Who is left out? Q. Understood? One. How many persons sit between Q and P when counted to the left of Q? Q and P when counted to the left of Q, it is two people. What is P's position with respect to the one who is immediate left of P? Immediate left of P is, what is the position of P with respect to the one who is immediate left of P? Who is immediate left of P? S. Ante position of T with respect to S. Second to the left. Or else it can also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth to the right. If you observe carefully, both second to the left and fifth to the right are given in the option. Our answer is both 1 and 3. Jagarthamma. Whenever you are talking about circular arrangement, a person's position will be dependent upon the other's position in two ways. It can be either to the right side or to the left side. Be careful. 21. Who sits third to the right of R? Who is sitting third to the right of R? You. 4 out of the following 5 are alike. Q and S. How many people in between them? Minimum is 2. U and R, minimum is 2. P and T, minimum is 2. P and U, minimum is also 2. Q and V, least number is 1. Least number of persons in between them is 1. Which option should I go? Amma? 10 persons are sitting in 2 parallel rows such that 5 members are sitting each such the way that there is equal distance between the adjacent person and each member seated in the row faces another member of the other row. In row 1, A, B, C, D are seated and all of them are facing north. In row 2, Q, P, Q, R, S, T are seated, all of them are facing south. So, P to T facing north or south? A to E. B sits second from one of the extreme ends of the rows. Teliyadu kada? Next to R sits immediate neighbor of the one who faces C. Only 2 people sit between B and E. D does not sit immediate to E. A and D are immediate neighbors. P sits to the immediate right of R. B sits third to the right of the one who faces Q. B sits third to the right of the one who faces Q. Q means opposite odo unnodu. Vadiki third right lower antamma B. And B sits second from one of the extreme ends అని చెప్పింది కదా. అయిపోయిందా లేదా? Did I get the position? 2 persons are sitting between B and E. 2 persons are sitting between B and E. B sits second from one of the extreme ends. R sits immediate neighbor of the one who faces C. You don't know where is C. Only 2 people sit between B and D. D does not immediate to E. A and D are immediate neighbors. D, A, this is C. ఇక్కడ ఎవరు రావాలి? R. P sits to the immediate right of R. ఇంతేనా కదా? ఎందుకంటే మనం లెఫ్ట్ తీసుకోవాలి సౌత్ కాబట్టి. 1 person sits between P and T. మిగిలిపోయిన వ్యక్తి పేరు S. Clear? Simple and easy. What is the position of A with respect to C? Position of A with respect to C. Third to the left. Which of the following statement is true? P sits at one of the extreme ends of the lines. R faces P. Yes. Which option? Second. కానీ ఒకసారి కరెక్ట్గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే బోత్ 2 and 3 అనే ఒక పదం కూడా కనబడుతుంది అక్కడ మనకి. ఒకసారి 3 కూడా చెక్ చేస్తే అయిపోయింది కదా. D sits immediate neighbor of C. No. So what's the answer? Only 2. How many persons sit between T and the one who faces T? Only 1 person. Only 1 person. 4 out of the following 5 are alike. Obviously corner paina dependent. Q, T, E, C are in the corners. R is in the not in the corner. So which option? Fifth option. Seven persons PQRSTUV are living in 7-story building, while the ground floor is numbered 1, immediate above the floor is 2, and so on till the topmost floor is numbered 7. R lives on 4th floor. There is only one floor between R and T. One floor between R and T, how many possibilities? The number of persons living above S is same as living below U. There are 3 persons living between U and P. P who lives in odd numbered floor. P who lives in odd number floor. Q lives above the floor of U and P. Q lives above the floor of U and P. T lives above the 3rd floor. Antena? T has to live in the 6th floor. And Q is living above U and P. P should be living in which floor? Chapanama. P is living in odd number floor. P is living in odd number floor ante P ni nenu 5th floor lo teesukocha? Chapanama. Yes or no? P ni 7th floor lo teeskune chance ledu P. Endu cheppu? Because Q is living above P and U. So pakka P has to be in the 5th floor. If P is in the 3rd floor, 3 floors ante U will go to the 7th floor. You can never go to the 7th floor because Q is living above you. And I can take P in the 1st floor. అంటే P కి 1st floor కూడా అవకాశం ఉంది. అంటే P మొత్తానికి ఎన్ని అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయంటే 3 అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి. సో చూద్దాం. If this is P, పక్కా this has to be Q కదా. 3 floors అంటే this should be U, కానీ there is a problem. What is the problem? The number of persons living above S is same as living below U. No way. Can't do that. This will be Q, this has to be P, this should be U. 3rd from the top is U, 3rd from the bottom is S. One person is left out. V, STUV. Whichever of the following floors does B live? B is living in the 2nd floor. How many persons live between T and P? How many between T and P? 3 persons. Number of persons living above T is same as the number of persons living below. Above T, below P. Antena? Who among the following pairs are adjacent to S? Adjacent to S is R and B. All books are balls. Only a few balls are bell. All bells are cell. All bells are cell. Clear? What is the first conclusion? Some balls are cells. Yes. All cells can be bells. Can I take all the cells equal to bells? Now this is a problem that you should know. All cells can be ante is a possibility. Can all B's be A? Is it a possibility? Yes. It is a possibility. So akkada all cells can be bells ante yes, it is a possibility. It is a possibility. Can be means is a possibility. Understood everyone? Some apples are kiwis. Only a few kiwis are mangoes. All apples are grapes. Some grapes are mangoes. No. All apples are kiwis. No. What's the answer? Neither one. Not. only a few bike or buses, all cars are buses, some cars are trucks. Clear? Truck comes from outside. Some bikes are trucks. No. Some buses are trucks. Yes. What's the answer? Only. Do we have number series here? What's the number for number series? 51. Huh? Find the wrong one. Find the wrong one. Mom, I always tell one important point. Always tell one important point. What is that important point I always tell is whenever you see the numbers, you should be in a position to identify the numbers. That is very important. You should be in a position to identify the number as soon as you see it. As soon as you see it. So what's going on here? 730. ఎక్కడో విన్నట్టు చూసినట్టు అనిపిస్తున్నారు. ఏదన్నా నెంబర్కి దగ్గరగా ఉందా? ఒక స్పెషల్ నెంబర్కి దగ్గరలో ఉంది. ఏంటి ఆ స్పెషల్ నెంబర్? This is nothing but 9 cube plus 1. Yes or no? 9 cube is nothing but 3 power 6 plus 1. If you observe carefully, I can represent every number as 3 power n plus 1. This is 3 power 2 plus 1, 3 power 3 plus 1, 3 power 4 plus 1, 3 power 5 plus 1. Which is my wrong number? Understood? It should have been 4. It should have been 4. Clear? If you don't identify the speciality of the number, what you will try to do is you will go with the differences. You will go with the differences. See, when there is huge increase, you will go for product. You will go for product. So this is huge increase, I agree, but these numbers do have some speciality. In number series, when I teach you number series, the first model that I tell you is nature of numbers. In nature of numbers, what will you do? You will try to identify the speciality of the given number. So here we are identifying the speciality of the given number. Is this clear? So this is what I say, number series ఎప్పుడు కూడా బాబు ఆ నెంబర్లు చూడంగానే మన మైండ్లో థాట్ క్రియేట్ అయిపోవాలి. బట్ గొప్పతనం ఎందుకు కనిపెట్టేసేయాలి. అప్పుడే యూ విల్ గెట్ మోర్ మార్క్స్. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ చూడు. షల్ ఐ గో విత్ ద డిఫరెన్సెస్ బికాస్ వెరీ స్లో ఇంక్రీస్. హౌ మచ్ ఇస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్? 11. హౌ మచ్ ఇస్ దిస్? 15. హౌ మచ్ ఇస్ దిస్? 19. 11, 15, 19. Difference between those three numbers is 4. Obviously it should be 23. Correct? This should be 27 and it should have been 1 or 2. Chalo, where do you want me to start from? Wherever you want me to start, I'll start from that number. Increasing or decreasing? Huge increase or gradual increase? Huge. Ante obvious ga we are tend to go for product. 220 into 5. 110. అవునా కదా? 1110 ప్లస్ 25. చెప్పండి అమ్మా, కరెక్టా కాదా? వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంటూ 5? హాఫ్ కదా. ఇంటూ 4, 204 ప్లస్ 16. So this is in the form of n into n plus n square. 14 3s 42 plus into 2 plus 4 into 1 plus 1. Is it wrong? It should have been 4. Next, shall I go with the differences here? Come on, come on. How much is this? 4. How much is this? 8. How much is this? 16. 32. This should have been 64. it was pretty easy. Chalo, increasing or decreasing? Increasing. 8 to 7 చూస్తే నీకు ఏమనిపిస్తుంది? It's -1, at the same time it is also into 1 minus 1, into 1 minus 1.